Welcome to 5 Minutes Alone with God. Today we are in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 1. Let as many bondservants as are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of all honor, so that the name of God and his doctrine may not be blasphemed. And those who have believing masters, let them not despise them because they are brethren, but rather serve them because those who are benefited are believers and beloved. Teach and exhort these things. If anyone teaches otherwise, and does not consent to the whole words, even the words of our Lord Jesus Christ, and to the doctrines which accords with godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but is obsessed with disputes and arguments over words, from which come envy, strife, reviling, and evil suspicions, useless wrangling of men of corrupt minds and destitute of truth, who suppose that godliness as a means of gains, but godliness with contentment is great gain. What truth do we learn from this passage? What's the main idea that we gather from this? What is the truth or the idea that the Apostle Paul is trying to get across to Timothy? Well, he's speaking to servants and masters, and although we don't have those today, we do have employers and employees. If you are an employee and your employer is a fellow Christian, what kind of work ethic should you have? Well, according to what Paul's saying, is that we should be given 110%. Whether the person is a believer or not, but especially if they are a believer, we need to make sure that we are working to our very best because they are fellow believers and we want to be a blessing to them. And in fact, we are to teach these things and exhort others to do the same thing. But Paul also tells Timothy, beware, because there are those who aren't doing that. And there are some people who would rather just have arguments over words and ideas, and they try to use godliness as a means of getting ahead. But Paul is really saying true godliness is a means of getting ahead. True godliness will help you in your life. That's the application that we see here, is that if you live a godly life, that will have a benefit for you. So, do the right thing every day, not just when it's benefit to you. And that's our time together today. Have a good day. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 9 through 16.